Good afternoon, everyone. For KVOE, live and local, I'm Tegan Terhune with this winter storm update. Well, as you can see, and as I'm sure you've already noticed, the snowfall has ended, so that's some good news, but we did have reports of anywhere from about 4.5 to 6 inches of snowfall here across the KVOE listening area. Of course, if you have snow totals to report, we would love to have those. Please message the Bluestem Farm and Ranch Supply text line at 620-342-5863. You can also email us at kvoe@kvoe.com. Now, the list of closures as related to the winter storm still remains very lengthy. You can view that at kvoe.com and KVOE social media. Almost all churches in the area canceled services of some kind or moved them online due to the conditions left by the winter storm after snowfall began late Friday night and continued into the early morning hours today. Now, speaking of from late Friday night into the early morning hours today, both city and county road crews have been very busy trying to clear roads or at least make them passable. They are drivable and passable at this time, but heavily snow-packed, and if you don't have to be on the roadways, they are encouraging you to stay home and avoid travel if at all possible. If you do have to travel, however, they are asking that you exercise caution, as again, snow is the main thing being seen on roadways at this time. Again, very heavily snow-packed as they're trying to clear them as much as possible. There's been no reports of ice, but that does not mean it's not present at this time, as you could still see some slick spots here and there. So please take your time, give yourself plenty of time if you have to be somewhere at a certain time. Do not try and rush right now, as the conditions still are very dangerous at this time. Now, I mentioned that there was no noticeable ice at this time, according to city and county road officials. However, temperatures are going to be remaining in the single digits to negative wind chills well into the start of this work week, mainly through Tuesday into Wednesday, when we'll start to see a bit of a warm-up. It's strange to say a warm-up when temperatures will still be right around the mid to low 30s come Wednesday, but noticeably warmer than what we've seen so far here, with wind chills in the negative territory. Again, we're still expecting wind chills anywhere between -3 to about -19 between now and Tuesday. So please bear that in mind, as refreezing is a big concern. A lot of sunshine, as you can see behind us here at the KVOE studios, which means roads will probably start to melt a little bit with that direct sunlight. But as I just said, refreezing is the concern, because as that turns to water and moisture, the wind chills and the low digits air temperatures here in the overnight hours are making refreezing a big concern. So please make sure that if you have to be out on the roads, you take the necessary precautions. So far, we've not heard of any cancellations for schools or school districts here in the area. We'll be keeping a close eye on that. Please make sure you stay tuned to KVOE, KVOE.com, and KVOE social media, as we'll update those closures as they come in, if they come in. Of course, any school districts, please feel free to reach out to us directly. We'd be happy to get those out there as quick as possible. Again, please, if you do have to be on the roadways, exercise caution. If you have to be outdoors for any reason, please bundle up, as it is still very cold out here in the listening area. And make sure you stay tuned to KVOE, KVOE.com, and KVOE social media, so we'll have more updates here throughout the day into the work week. For KVOE, I'm Tegan Terhune, live and local.